Hi and welcome to the Insolvency Experts new video series entitled The Top 20 Tips for Surviving in Small Business Post the GFC I'm Steve Kugel. Tip 4 in the series is called But I Would Never Have Agreed to That, or Why You Should Read the T's and C's. Many of us aren't inclined to read, particularly when something we want is dangled in front of our noses. It's just a matter of where do I sign? And quickly. Give me the supplies, the credit, or the car. Go on, admit it. You've clicked accept or put your signature to 20 or more pages of terms and conditions without reading even the first line because all you see is what you want and what they are going to give you. But if you don't read the T's and C's, also known as the fine print, how would you know what you've signed up to? What are your obligations and what is expected of you under the agreement? What can the other side do to you? Seriously, what exactly have you committed yourself to by not reading the terms and conditions? For example, are you really prepared to personally guarantee a company's debt? Are you seriously going to allow a supplier the right to hold up the sale of your home because you've granted a caveat over your property? Are you sure you're okay with the supplier entering into your business to take your trading stock when you haven't paid quickly enough? Terms and conditions are the agreed rules that govern a relationship and create legally binding obligations between two or more parties. They form the basis of an enforceable contract, so if those T's and C's that you've unknowingly signed contain a personal guarantee or a caveatable interest over your house, you will find that you've made a promise which can be legally forced against you and your personal assets. It's a frightening prospect, isn't it? But until now, you're probably like most people out there, which includes the people you deal with who sign your terms and conditions of trade without reading them. So it follows that if you are interested in giving yourself the best chance of staying in business, you should make sure your terms and conditions are drafted to your advantage. I recommend you discuss this with your lawyers and ask them to prepare terms and conditions that will include, at a minimum, a personal guarantee, a charging clause that will give you the right to place a caveat on personal property of the director, a retention of title clause that would allow you to collect your stock in the event of you not being paid. Whatever the case, always make sure you carefully read any terms and conditions you're asked to sign and always insist your T's and C's are signed before doing business with the outside world. Remember, if you have a financial problem, either corporate or personal, the Insolvency Experts operates a confidential and entirely free 24-hour telephone advice line with all calls able to be anonymous if required. Call us 24 hours on 1300 767 525 and we'll be there to help.